Hey everyone, this is Felicia with The Book is Done. I wanted to come on and share these three books that I have read. I needed to do this a while ago, but I'm just tired. So, the first one I'm going to talk about Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden. Y'all know I'm a Frida reader, so anytime when I can read a Frida book, I'm on it. So, Want to Know a Secret. It took me a minute to read this book. I still have like 6 of her books that I still need to read before I've read everything. And that includes The Coworker. I was, even with The Coworker, I'm going to talk about that too. I was approved to be an ARC reader, an advanced reader copy edition of the book. And I'll just save it for the next one. But this one right here, Want to Know a Secret. This one was a good book. I wouldn't say it's like my top 3 or 5, but it was a pretty good book. It definitely kept my interest. So it is this woman who lives in this, not to say glitzy type neighborhood, but it is in a well-to-do neighborhood where we can just say that a lot of the families are well off financially. And so it's this one woman named April. She's the main character of the book, and she has this little boy, and she is, they call her a YouTube baking sensation. So she makes all of these different treats, different cakes and cookies and pies and all this kind of stuff. And in every single one of her videos, she says, Want to know a secret? I use this when I make this. And so that's what she says in every single video that she posts on YouTube, and everybody knows that she has a baking channel and that she's really popular. And my videos have gotten out that, oh, you're that baking lady. And so the other character's name is Julie. Julie is, when you first start off the book, it brings you into the fold of Julie sending out an email. She's a PTA president, and she like runs all of the PTA, and she comes off as like this real snobby, just, not to say airhead, but she's just not nice. And so, the book goes back and forth, where April seems like she's kind of like a suck up. She just doesn't want to, look bad in the eyes of others, and she just wants to make everybody happy. And, oh, I'll just make you some lemon bars, or I'll make you some cookies or some brownies or something like that, just to kind of make peace with people. And so she's just trying her best to fit in. And April starts to randomly get these text messages that says, I know a secret of yours that no one else knows. And so goes back and forth. April becomes super paranoid, and different events start to happen. There's this neighbor who lives across the street, named Maria. Maria and her family, is her husband and her son. They move across the street, and April and Maria become close. And then towards the middle to end of the book, Maria and Julie become close, and Maria just doesn't do April. She doesn't do April at all. And April's like, I didn't do anything to anybody. What are you talking about? Different accusations start to come up. And so throughout the course, I would say like 2/3 of the book, you have April's point of view. And if you've read The Housemaid, Julie gives off vibes of Nina in some way, shape, or form. If you have not read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, of course, then go check it out. Nina is definitely one that will cause your blood pressure to rise all the way up to the top. And Julie is kind of like that as well. Like, some of her remarks are just real snippy. They're very short. And she's just rude. If she were a real person, she would have caught these hands, like, for real. And I said that in the group that I'm a part of with Frida McFadden. Like, hey, if she was real, baby would have caught these hands, because there's no way she would have been talking to me or anybody like that. She was very like degrading and disrespectful. But then it's like throughout the final part of the book, the views switch from April to Julie. And then it's like you get Julie's side of the story, and it's like, oh. I see, now I get it. And so I'm not going to give any more of it away. But the book in general was really good. Of course, April was not as innocent as she proclaims to be, and Julie wasn't as bad as she proclaimed to be. And you know, with Maria, there were some things that were touch and go, and it's just like you got to look at her side eye because what are your intentions? Like, whose team are you on, if you will? But Want to Know a Secret was pretty good. You know, it's definitely going to be a part of my library that I am building. I think I have all of Frida's books, Frida McFadden's books, except for Baby City. So I still have to order that. And she has a novelette called The Gift. It's like maybe 50, 60 pages long. I read that, but I didn't want to keep that in my library. So those are the only two. I am still going to order Baby City so that I can read that, but I have all of her other books. So Want to Know a Secret was definitely something that I will keep up in the library just for the sake of having it. Would I read it again? Probably not, but my daughter is like really, really interested in reading in these books, and so she's 10, just like her twin brother, and so we'll see. But of course, again, who knows? But Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about it, how you felt about it, and what you're reading next. So until the next time, which is going to be in a few minutes, this is Felicia with The Book is Done, and I'm out.